We've gotten to a point, I believe, where something like this was inevitable because we have created an environment of just straight up toxicity. Hi, it's me, your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash day friend's favorite content creator. And that sounds like a lot of things to talk about up top, especially for a topic at hand. But let me get into it and you'll see what I'm talking about. So unless you are living under a rock, GTA 6 is coming out pretty soon. In fact, they're doing a extended gameplay reveal next week as of recording this video on August 27th. But apparently some people just couldn't wait because there was a group who decided to leak some footage from Grand Theft Auto 6. And well, I'm not going to show you the footage because I don't need that kind of heat. And actually, as of right now, it's been taken down by the copyright holder. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see someone get executed during the Netflix presentation of Grand Theft Auto 6, and not just in game. But I digress. They are positioning themselves as some sort of Robin Hood of gaming, that they are tired of the practices of these big corporations, and they have a list of demands that they want you to meet. They want to make sure that the content is free, and they gotta get rid of the whole no physicals, nope, can't do that, and all of that sounds good until you actually look at the company. It's crypto. It's like Bitcoin. They want you to buy their product. That's it. If you go to their Twitter page, which depending on when you see this might be nuked, it's just buy Cyberleak. That's it. They have joined in March of this year. They have made like 6 posts. The majority of these posts coming in within the last 24 hours. In fact, all of these posts, as of right now, I'm looking at it, are 9 hours old. So again, these guys are trying to promote themselves as some sort of savior, that they're on the side of gamers, but they're just opportunists. There's no way any of their demands, but let's be real, aren't real, would ever be met. But they don't care. No one cares. And that's kind of what I wanted to get into. This was a good entryway. But in my last couple of videos, I've been talking about just how incessant these people have been about the Wolverine game and Insomniac in general. But if we look at this in conjunction with that, a bigger, worse picture is painted. And that picture simply is negativity seems to be the meta. And I know this may not seem like breaking news to anybody, but just in this last month, I have seen almost non-stop negativity on my social medias. And I know part of that is due to the fact that me being me, I have to say something about it, right? But also, another part of that is certain websites are pushing more negative content out there so you engage with it. And people are aware of that. But because of that, we create situations where people can just exploit non-stop exploitation. You are going to see people shit on the Wolverine game with the most insane takes, And you're going to see people trying to one up that, whether in the comment section of those videos or in the comment section of those posts or whatever. You're going to see one-upmanship in the worst way possible. And like a unrelated note, I've been having a couple posts on my social media recently kind of go off. And the level of vitriol received in these comments, especially from blue check marks, is nothing short of people trying to get attention and then accusing you of trying to do that. I've gotten posts where people are saying, this won't help your metrics, this won't help your numbers. And I'm like, dog, I'm not even promoting my social media. I'm not even promoting my channel. Maybe I'm stupid. I should be putting my channel link on these like 2 million viewed posts or whatever, but I'm not doing that because it has nothing to do with this. It's just me as a person. But because everyone online is trying to make a name, and the easiest ways to be negative, they view everyone as being negative. And if you aren't negative, they think you are lying. And so when you are an opportunist like these people who, again, will shit on anything to get ahead of them, right? of course you're going to have this group who's looking at the current zeitgeist of everyone hates Sony, even though we all know in reality they're all buying Grand Theft Auto, regardless if it was based off physical disc or not. But everyone hates Sony. Oh, you know what we can do? We can hack Rockstar Games and then be like, we're on your side. Please buy our product. And again, I don't think that's going to necessarily work out in their favor, but we've created this environment in which people can just do this. Now, I hear somebody saying, but companies have been hacked before. In fact, I believe Rockstar themselves have been hacked before. Yes, I know that. But look at the way they're trying to cover it up. They are saying they're not done yet, that they're going to release more of these unless their demands are met because they're pro-gamer. Literally, their banner right now reads, we do not own the games if they don't give us the physical editions. Okay? They're trying so hard to sneak their way into the gaming side because it's that easy. It is that easy. When you are just blindly accepting of things, when you are not critical, you allow for these people to come into any sort of movement, any sort of fandom, any sort of group, and infiltrate it. And they have seen, because we have seen, because I have talked about this, right? We have seen the way that gamers online operate and they talk. They hate 99% of corporations. And they hate 99% of games that come out, especially if they're non-Eastern games. So when everyone hates everything all of the time, and you combine that with the ability to monetize said hate, and you combine that with the fact that hate spreads faster than love, unfortunately, you end up in situations like this. You end up with people going, oh, you're trying to defend this multi-billion-dollar company? No, I'm not trying to defend them. But leaking GTA the week before they're going to show you does nothing. Showing the gameplay ahead of time ultimately doesn't, especially because this is like an early build copy, ultimately does nothing because the game has a release date. They already have a trailer out. They were telling you August 27th, they're going to show you extended trailer. Like, this does nothing to stop that. It's not going to derail anything. But the fact that this is happening, at least in my eyes, is more indicative of where we are in like the gaming society, where because we are so quick to hate everything, we are so quick to be like, everyone is bad and everything sucks all the time. And like, to a lot of people's credits, from what I'm seeing, they are upset about this, right? But it's ultimately not going to do anything, because ultimately this isn't about making any changes. This is just about clout. It's the same thing that these grifters do. They pretend to do something because they really love gamers, but they just want to make money. Oh, we're gonna report on these people, these writers in the game because they hate. But in reality, they're just finding a minority to attack and be like, "Here's my next video. I'm on your side, though, gamers." Yeah, it's the queer people's fault. I'm on their side, gamers. Hey, you guys, I'm gonna leak this stuff that's just gonna spoil things potentially for you. You're waiting for years to finally see, because I'm on your side, though. I'm on your side. Like, that's how this works, right? We can just be awful, but as long as we are on the side of gamers, it's fine. Because I want you to know, that is the mentality for all these grifters. They just say they're on the side of gamers, and they have seen gamers just completely buy into it. I won't name names in this video, but I've seen a lot of content creators who pretend to be apolitical, who will make statements that are very, very political, but claim to be apolitical and just say, I'm on the side of gamers, right? They'll be like, oh, well, these game journalists are your real enemies. These wokies are your real enemies. Not me, though. I would never criticize you guys because you guys are always right. I'm on your side. And look how easy it is to do that. Now you have these dumbasses who are, again, definitely going to get caught by Rockstar, who think they're like some sort of Robin Hood. But again, they're just clout chasers. This is always about clout. It's always about notoriety. It's always about money. It's never about you guys. Unlike me, see, I actually care, which is why I'm poor like you guys, okay? I don't grift off of you. I'm not gonna leak something, pretend I'm doing it for your benefit. But in all seriousness though, like this is just, again, another reason why you have to be more critical of shit. This is another reason why you can't just blindly hate on things. I know you guys like to think, oh, he's just some woke leftist or whatever, or he's a shill, he's a shill. This is what happens when you keep calling people shill with no basis. People on the outside can be like, hey, I can weasel my way into this, get some money, and dip. But again, if these guys actually cared about gaming, they wouldn't have done that. But they don't give a fuck about gaming or gamers. They just care about themselves.